In this footage, you can see a man filming the falling rocks, but no one expected the thing that happened next. This happened in Benguet, Philippines. Thankfully, no one was injured. This massive landslide took place in India in 2015, blocking the Kiratpur-Manali highway. It happened seemingly for no reason. It wasn't raining, nor was there any felling work going on. Residents of Grugny, Switzerland were terrified at the sight of a huge mudflow. Just look at it. The mass sweeps past the houses with an insane speed and gets to the road where it is blocked by a thick layer of the dense matter. People are panicking, and it is especially frightening if you're on a bridge. It's best to get out of the way, and let's not forget to turn on the camera. Landslides can easily sweep away parked cars. This dramatic video was filmed on the 13th of June in Longyan City, Fujian Province in South China. We just showed you just a couple of examples of landslides. These videos are truly shocking. Such incidences happen quite often all over the world. The mass displacement of rocks along the slope under the influence of their own weight and additional load is one of the most dangerous natural phenomena. The most common causes of a landslide include seismic tremors, degradation of the slope, and saturation by rainwater infiltration. This example clearly demonstrates what can happen after long periods of precipitation. A river in New Zealand flooded, resulting in an undermining of the slope. The water infiltrated the ground, which caused this unsettling display. When the friction responsible for adhesion of soil and rock on the slope cannot oppose the force of gravity, the entire rock mass starts to move, and we are able to observe this scene. This landslide happened in 2020 in Sichuan province in the south of China after heavy rainfall. Over 60 people were evacuated. Sichuan has been in this situation before. In 2018, an uncontrollable mass of rock and soil blocked a road. Thankfully, no one was injured, but the landslide definitely scared every person that witnessed it. Residents of Kashmir, India are pretty unlucky. They often bear witness to landslides that happen in that area due to prolonged precipitation. An avalanche of dirt and rocks is so close to the camera, it's terrifying even to those watching it on the screen, not to mention the people who are at the epicenter of the natural disaster. At the start of January 2018, there was a series of mudslides in South California. The areas of Santa Barbara County, located northwest of Los Angeles, were especially affected. About 163 people were hospitalized with various injuries, including 4 people in critical condition.
Most vicious, violent sounds ever.
This disaster happened a month after a series of extensive forest fires. The fires cleared the steep hills, resulting in loss of vegetation and destabilization of the soil, which facilitated subsequent mudflows. This event caused no less than $177 million worth of damages. Oftentimes, nature decides to bring order to things and drops huge chunks of soil on our heads. However, sometimes landslides happen as a result of human intervention, like in this video, for example. A huge rockfall happens during road construction. It crushes the excavator, almost as a twisted greeting to those who barbarously invaded nature's domain. Certainly, landslides can happen all of a sudden and cause irreparable damage. In mere seconds, a landslide can destroy everything in its way. A natural disaster does not spare anything just a few seconds, irreparable damage is done. Locals are left to hopelessly watch as the events unfold. They are powerless against nature. A single moment, and the road is submerged. Fortunately, many people are lucky and are able to avoid a fatal outcome, like this driver, for example. Stopping at the Spantic base camp nearly ended in tragedy, but this mountaineer also turned out to be lucky.
Holy shit!
A gigantic rock face in the U.S. allowed climbers to capture this unique footage. A view from the top. It's absolutely unbelievable. These lucky guys will definitely have stories to tell their grandchildren. These people on a busy highway in China were not as lucky, and it certainly did not leave them feeling entertained. Big rocks are rolling down the hill and crashing into several cars, causing a huge road accident. 3 people were reported to be injured. Rockfall over roads are fairly common. Some drivers manage to capture sensational footage, like this one. A massive boulder smashes into an SUV driving on the opposite lane. This rock chipped off a roadside mountain in Bom County in Tibet. It hit the hood of the car, so the passengers got away with the shock, and obviously had to invest in a new car. This video went viral. A 330-ton boulder rolls down the hill and nearly smashes into a passing vehicle. However, what many people don't even know is that there's an even bigger boulder still teetering at the top of the mountain. It's ready to tumble 150 meters down, right onto these homes and shops below. The second boulder weighs about 2,000 tons. To give you some idea, it's approximately the same weight as 200 African elephants. People in Peyton, Norway serve as an example of how to deal with giant boulders. Take a look. They are broken up into smaller pieces and forced down the hill. Life is in full swing here. Many homes and enterprises are located on this hill. It's a risky move, but an artificial rock wall is a necessary measure. Plus, the process looks really striking. Usually in geologically unstable areas, there are specialists in landslide stations monitoring the situation. That's exactly what happened in Brunzel, Switzerland. When a section of the slope was determined to be unstable, it was monitored for many years. In 1990, geologists noticed a tendency of acceleration in the ground movement and controlled it using a radar system. This way, the area below the slope was cordoned off before the collapse occurred. In May 2012, over 300,000 cubic meters of rock matter landed here. Imagine what would have happened if not for the skillful actions of the specialists. One of the signs of an upcoming landslide are doors and windows getting jammed, as well as water seepage on a slope. The best course of action is to evacuate. Its urgency may depend on the rate of ground displacement. For example, if it's moving at a few meters a month, you could have time to relocate the buildings to a pre-designated area and move your furniture and personal belongings. However, if it's moving a meter every day, there is no time to lose. The most important thing is to collect your valuables and act as a law-abiding citizen. Beyond any doubt, landslides can be fatal, but there are people who don't mind capturing the event on film, like the collapse of this 200-foot cliff. A skier and mountaineer, Judith Jankovic, captured an avalanche in the Rocky Mountains in British Columbia. The group notices the approaching avalanche and heads for a safe location. After a few minutes of silence, a torrent of snow and debris appears just a few feet away as they watch in awe. Thanks to these courageous people, we can witness something most of us prefer never to encounter in person. These people are trying to save themselves, yet they also turn on their camera and shoot these stunning videos. And we can appreciate the scale of the forces of nature, which is certainly stronger than people.